I think I think we're live. I think we're recording our first podcast. So remember, you don't have to look at the TV. You can look at me, look at the TV.
Yeah, the camera just looks at me. That looks at you.
What by the way, what kind of ice cream are you eating right now? What did you give us?
It's sour apple.
You like this ice cream?
Yeah, I like all of them.
Okay. Don't tell mommy that. This is the second one, okay?
What?
Okay, Reed, this is the podcast. Do you remember the name of the podcast?
That was Dad.
Times with Dad. Yeah. I'm Jonathan, Daddy, to you. Your name is
Avery?
sometimes I call you.
Pa?
You like that nickname?
Yep. Or play polo?
Yep, Avery Polo. Yep.
Yeah.
Great. So I'm curious, Avery, do you know what is a podcast? What's a podcast? Tell me what you think a podcast is.
A podcast is you click talk into the mic,
Okay.
but if you talk out, you can't hear, right? So, or if you're talking the mic, you can hear each other, right? So, for every time you talking, it's quite good.
Okay, so a podcast is you talking to a microphone. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Involves microphone. So a podcast is basically like we're gonna have our own little digital platform where we have episodes and then we can have an audience and people listen to us and maybe we get feedback, maybe we don't. But it's our own little like digital show that can be downloaded and distributed digitally.
Every time you talk, it sends to me, and after the talking talks.
You're talking about the volumes? Oh, you're talking about
The white things.
Oh, you're talking about what we're using to record and distribute this. Yeah,
The white
it lights up who's talking. Yes, correct.
Yeah, because every time I talk, you get. I say it says it to you. You hear. I say that's why that thing has you on it.
Okay. Now I want to know, since you told me what you think a podcast is, why did you want to have a podcast? And then I'll tell you why I wanted to have a podcast.
So I said this podcast started.
No, it's already started. So tell me, why did you want to have a podcast? Why did you want to do a podcast?
Because I want to do it with my dad.
Okay. Why?
I wanted to do it because I never did it before.
Do you want to keep doing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
We try doing the night too, right?
I mean, we'll try to do it.
In the night.
We'll try doing it as many ways possible. How do you like having a podcast with your dad? Are you almost done with that ice cream?
What?
Are you almost done with it?
Every
You're finished? Okay, so put it down on the table. Why did you want to have a podcast?
Because I want to have a podcast because I want it with my dad, but my sister never did it. So, when she comes back, if she never leaves, I just want her to quite sit next to me to do the podcast, but she has to stand on a chair because she's little, right?
Okay.
Yeah, that's a great. We had to do that. She has to stand. So after I'm allowed to talk for the mic, and after I'm gonna put the headphones on her so she can talk. And after if you talk, she can hear you. So I'm just gonna share this headphone.
Well, maybe we got to figure this all out, right? So
Yeah, that's
maybe we'll figure. Well, yeah, it's a great idea. We'll figure out how she can have her own headphones, maybe her own mic, because right now we're still learning how to do all of this. I still don't even know how to record this as a separate track so I can do this correctly. But as we do it, we'll get better, we'll get more knowledgeable, and it'll be easier, right?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Okay. So
I think some days you could just do it with Blair, right? Good idea, right?
yeah. So you want to do a podcast with me because of that. I want to do a podcast with Avery and maybe Blair. And definitely with Blair at times, and maybe with mommy sometimes.
Yeah, and after we had to take away that again. But I don't know because I I think sometimes that will go up. You will go up there if you sit here.
Yeah. You're talking about our position in the recorder.
Yeah.
You're at the top. I'm at the bottom.
Be gone there, and after once we do a podcast.
Your tongue is green, huh?
And afterwards we do a podcast, I think I have a quick plan at the end. So it's quick. It's a good thing because I know I'm gonna flip, but I'm keeping it on my back. But I have to use the bathroom flip.
You got to use the bathroom again really quick?
Yeah.
Wow, this is like the 5th time. Okay, you go use the bathroom real quick, and I'll explain why I wanted to have a podcast while you're gone. How about that?
Yeah, that's...
Okay, so I wanted to have a podcast because I wanted to have a way to have memories with Avery, Blair, a little bit more bonding moment with them. At times you think you remember what they sound like or think expressions they had, so on and so forth. And then time goes by and you forget them. And so this is a great way to just have a record of it. We use apps like Keepsake. Keepsake is great because we get to get prompts and we get to put input, pictures, videos, so on and so forth, individually as well as together for the kids. And it's nice, right? But it's all written. And so with this, I get a visual, I get a written, I get to see him slowly grow. Okay. I get to see you grow. You get to work on your speech, answering questions, critical thinking, and all of that, and a little bit more comfortable in these kind of environments. So that's kind of one of the main reasons I wanted to have with Avery. I will have Blair. I will try to have, my wife. Some of the things I believe this podcast is going to be about is, for sure, fatherhood. Giving advice about it, my perspective from where I am. I can gain advice from other fathers. I would like to interview the other fathers, whether new, upcoming season, single, and just gain perspective from them, gain advice from them. I'll be able to bring them on here and to this platform. They can come hang out, in-house. We can do this remotely and still do that. Another thing is I'll be able to have this as an outlet for possibly with kids who don't have fathers if they decide to listen. And then maybe this becomes more than that, right? Maybe this becomes something I didn't expect it to be. That'll be great. Maybe this will just help me with some avenues in my own parenting with the kids, patience, so on and so forth. Not really sure, right? But it's definitely a great moment to just hang out with the kids. Like, this is gonna force me to want to hang out with them even more than I already do. Try to have a cadence with it. And then I'll be able to use this possibly later down the line and showcase these memories with them. Be reminded of these memories. So yeah, I just was explaining while you was gone what I want to use the podcast for. And then...
Sorry?
No, you're fine. Just hopefully you didn't hurt your leg. Okay. One thing is for you, when it comes to being on the podcast, you're gonna try to be on the podcast, possibly like as often as possible, right? But there's gonna be a few conditions about your actual availability to be on the podcast. Some of that is gonna be around your schoolwork, around your social activities you have going around your desires to actually want to do this, maybe on a weekly basis or bi-weekly basis. And then the other part would be just about your behavior, right? If you're not behaving, you might not be on the you may not be on the podcast because you're misbehaving, and so thus you can't be on the show. How do you feel about that?
That's a great idea. It's great if you do a podcast with your dad or or if your dad do with your sister. But if they're 3 years old, I know my sister she's about to be 4. Now if she be 6 years old, I'd be like hugging her. But if my sister does the podcast with my dad, I love it. So if she does it forever, but she does it all day, but she doesn't go to school because she doesn't know how to go to school. And if I know how to go to camp or school, because I know how to go to school, but sometimes I don't listen. Right, Daddy?
Yeah. Continue.
Yeah, but sometimes like I just feel like eating ice cream. But can I just tell you something?
Yeah, go ahead. You can tell me.
Mommy just gave me like one of her candies since I was being so great. Because let me tell you, she gave me candy because I slept in my room.
Oh, because you slept in your room all night.
Yeah. I never woke up. I was like, closed my eyes. I was like, just sleeping. I was like, oh.
How did you feel about sleeping in your room all night? Because you do come in our room at least every night to either use our bathroom or to try to sleep with us.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you a secret. I'm gonna tell you a secret.
Yeah.
Mommy doesn't know this secret, so it's a secret. So don't tell Mommy, okay?
Yeah.
You were sleeping in our room last night, and I woke up and I saw you, and then I picked you up and then I brought you to your room. So you did come in our room last night. I just put you back in your room, and then when you woke up back in your room. So Mommy doesn't know that. That's a secret. So keep your candy.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't even walk in your room. How did I even walk in your room?
I don't know. I just woke up and you was next to me. So I picked you up and I brought you to your room, and you even brought your blanket, and I brought you with your blanket.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So Avery, how often do you want to do these episodes? I think we should do them like every week, maybe every 2 weeks.
Do it all day. Quick, Sunday night. Quick, after camp or right, or after practice, right? We'll try to do it all day, right? And also on these days.
Wait, what is these days? What do you mean these days? What days?
Quick, on the whole month.
A whole month of, yeah, but what day in the month? You talking about every day? Are you talking about do it every day for a month?
Yeah. But some of them, you're doing it with Blair. Some of them. Right, quick.
Is that okay with you?
Yeah, sometimes. But then after if you finish with Blair, I was wondering you do on me next, right?
What if I do it with both of you at the same time?
I'd be very happy.
That's good.
Yeah.
What about if Mommy comes on the episode sometimes? Is that okay? Even though it's
happy again.
Okay, because it's called Times with Dad, so it's not about Dad. It's about times you have with your dad. So even times I have with my dad.
Yeah, your dad. But and also you should add times with kid too, right?
Yeah, but you're a kid. You're having your times with your dad, which is me. But yeah, sure, I'm having times with my kids.
Yeah. So Blair.
That's a nice perspective.
Yeah, Blair. I love Blair.
Why do you love Blair?
I think this podcast, I love it. But I think we should press the river.
So, all right. So we're gonna try to do this every week. It's gonna be called Times with Dad.
Yeah.
I think this was our first episode.
Yes.
How long do you want to try to make the episodes? What do you think? Like 20 minutes? 30 minutes?
Some can be for like 1 minute.
What?
Yeah, some can be 1 minute. Some can be different kind of minutes. Quick, 20. Right now we're doing 20 minutes, right? 20.
Yeah, but what's the average? How much do you want to average? Do you know what average means?
No.
What do you think average means?
Does it? Yeah, we're doing a podcast.
No, so average means like if we was to do this on a regular basis, people can expect it to be what, 20 minutes every week or two? Do you wanna try to wrap this episode up? We're almost at 20 minutes.
Yep.
You wanna wrap it up?
Yeah. Yeah, but if you're like,
Talking to the microphone, remember.
oh yeah, okay, once the 19 goes to 20, that's we're finished. We're finished off. We're finished. And after we're going to do another one.
Not today.
No. Another one tomorrow, right? But after camp, right?
We'll figure out the schedule on when we can record these.
It's on 20. We're done.
All right, so we got to do the outro. I'm thinking we should have the outro to just be our little secret. What do you want the outro to be? What do you want an outro is like? What do you want to say when we end every episode?
Yeah, because
We gotta talk into the mic.
this is actually a secret. I love you so much. Yeah, but it's just a secret because you know why I keep giving you the hugs?
Why?
Because you're not you're not being mean, right? That's why I keep giving you those hugs. Like sometimes
When am I mean?
pick something, so I be back.
Okay, so when you're being bad, I'm being mean.
Yeah.
How does that make sense?
Because
Okay, so this is the first episode of Times with Dad.
if we do a different minute,
Yeah, tomorrow maybe it'll be 20 minutes, maybe not.
yeah. How about we don't do just 1 minute? How we just not do 2 minutes too? How about we do big number, right? That's a great idea.
Like what? Give me an example of a big number.
Let's try 40. Let's try to do 40, right?
You want to try to do 40-minute episodes? Okay, but how about not the first one?
Yeah, this is the first time. So if all the months, I think was this April 5th.
Why April 5th? Why that day?
I think April 5th. We're still gonna do our podcast.
Yeah, but why are you mentioning April 5th? Why? What's April 5th?
Because it's my birthday, so we do podcasts on my birthday, on Blair's birthday. Everybody's birthday. But we're still doing it after.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, I was still playing everything after, but not but so on Sunday after. And
Okay.
after, but not on this day. The day we're on right now.
Okay. All right, well, let's wrap up this episode. I love you.
Yep, I love you too.
Okay. And let's do this podcast again next week.
So you wrap up.